Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here is Gueluca and here I am to analyze the new Fishing Planet tournament, the World Cuts Cup. During the last months on my Twitch streaming and on my previous YouTube videos, I received a lot of requests of making some analysis videos or talking English in my streaming. So here I am trying to analyze the new tournament, but the disclaimer is that my English for sure is not the best in the world, so I'm gonna try my best for sure, but I'm sorry for any wrong pronunciation, any wrong verb or whatever. I'll try my best. So just let's go straight. This is the new tournament, the new Fishing Planet tournament, as I said, World Cuts Cup. The tournament is gonna start next week, so we don't have a lot of time to practice, looking for new spots, trying new baits, hook sites, etc, etc. But I'm gonna try to analyze the stages of the tournament and the rules and the restrictions of it. So let's check the new tournament in general. So we are delighted to welcome you to the new World Cuts Cup, a tournament dedicated to pursuing all kinds of catfish using bottom tackle. So the first difference between the previous catfish tournament, the Spring Cuts Tour, is that we have to use bottom tackle and not float tackle. And going down, we can see that the locations have changed and they added new maps on the different stages. So now we're gonna try to see all the locations and all the stages. The registration time is gonna be on next Monday, as always, and there are gonna be 3 qualifier rounds and for sure one semi-final and one final round. So everyone can participate to the tournament as always, and I guess the terms of participation are gonna be the same of all the previous tournaments as well. So we just go down to rules and restrictions. It's only allowed to use bottom tackle, as we said. It is allowed to use boats only for movement. Only fish caught from shore counts. So that means that you can get on your boat and move to any spots, and after you have to get off the shore and try to fish from the shore, simply as it says. It's allowed to use rod stand, okay, so we can use the rod stand, and this will give the possibility to fish with 4 or 5 rods simultaneously. It is allowed to release caught fish, points will be saved. So it is different between the other tournaments because you don't have to keep the fishes. Exactly. The winner is determined by the total weight of 10 largest fish caught. So you don't have to keep the fish. The system is gonna count automatically the 10 largest fish caught in the 2-hour session. That's a good news, I guess, also because in stages like Amazonia or Maron, as we were reading previously, the biggest keep net could not contain 10 trophies or unis. Thinking about, for example, red-tail catfish and gill-tail catfish, or in Amazonia with Piraiba. Okay, each qualifier round lasts 20 hours and you have to select the 2-hour time to complete the qualifier. So the same as the other tournaments. And on the other bullets is the same for the previous tournaments as well. So we go straight to the qualifier 1. Here we go. For the qualifier 1, the location is gonna be the St. Croix Lake, Michigan, and we will try to catch for sure blue catfish. 10 catfish, I guess, is gonna be about unis, trophy, and maybe 1 or 2 commons blue catfish. It will depend a lot on the fish activity, so on these weather conditions. Honestly, I don't know if the bite map is high or low. I hope it's gonna be high, so we can try to rotate spots and looking for more unis and trophies, and maybe just a couple of common in 10 fish at the end. So that's it. Honestly, I don't know if the competition is gonna be during the day or during the night entirely, or maybe some hour in the days and some hour in the night. What about the rewards? We have the free X-Series stakehold for the first 3 places, X-Series fluorocarbon leader, 087. So it's for sure a big one that you can use maybe in other stages like qualifier 2, 3, or semi-final and final as well. What about the qualifier 2? The location is gonna be on Sander Baggersee in Germany. Okay, so here we're gonna look for West Catfish, exactly, using only bottom tackle. Same rules of the qualifier 1, obviously. And here in Sander, I can tell you that the competition will take place half during the day and half during the night for these weather forecast conditions. We have to look for West Catfish. Honestly, I don't know how many Unison trophy spots there are on Sander. I guess I have a couple that can give you unique and trophy, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if I can reach them from shore. So we have to practice a little bit for sure and try to understand a lot of things for this stage. And for the rewards, the same of the previous qualifiers, so Series fluorocarbon leader, and that's it. What about the qualifier 3? We're gonna be on Quonkin Lake in Louisiana. And here we have to try to catch flathead catfish. So here is gonna be unique flathead, trophy flathead, common flathead as well, and maybe trophy blue catfish for the 10 fish at the end of the comp. And we can see with the stars here in the weather forecast that this comp is gonna start during the night, but I don't know if the whole competition is gonna be during the night or maybe split at the night and day. For the rewards, they are the same of the previous qualifier, so the same fluorocarbon leader. Now let's go to the semifinals. That is gonna be on Marron River, Bolivia. Okay, and here we are gonna try to catch the red-tailed catfish and gilded catfish in general. Also because the common red-tail and common gilded are bigger than the uni sorbeam, unique whiskered. I don't know if unique so catfish is bigger or smaller than the common of 2 species here, but we're gonna discover it before the tournament, I hope. So here is gonna be about 4 unis, 2 gilded and 2 red tail, 4 trophies, 2 gilded and 2 red tail, and a couple of commons depending on the rotation and on the weather condition. It's gonna start during the day, but also in this case I don't know if the comp is gonna be splitted half in the day and half in the night. What about the rewards? Here there's gonna be, as always, the bait coins, and on the cash, the money. And X-Series hook 4.0. Okay, maybe a bit smaller for this tournament, I guess, but it's always X-Series stakehold, so we can use it on our comps and other tournaments. Now, what about the final stage? It will take place in Amazonia, one of the newest map, one of the last map released before Congo, and here we have to to look for Piraiba for sure, but the question is how many Piraibas you can get in 2 hours from shore in Amazonia, because if you want to get a unique Piraiba or a trophy Piraiba, they may require a lot of time to be caught from the shore. So we have to understand a lot of things here, because usually you go there with your boat, you go exactly on the spot, you cast your rod about 10-meter distance, and when you strike, the fish is almost caught. But in this case that you have to fish from the shore, well, it's gonna be interesting to understand how much time you will waste on reeling in a Unipiraiba from the shore, honestly. So it's gonna be quite interesting, this final stage. As I said, we have to look for Piraibas, And I don't know if we can get 10 Piraibas in 2 hours from the shore, so maybe we should consider the idea of getting also other spaces to reach the 10 fishes at the end of the 2 hours. But first, obviously, we have to qualify for the final stage, so don't worry about it until you qualify, and if you qualify, you have the whole night of Saturday to practice a little bit and try to understand something about Piraibas. The weather forecast here, it seems that is gonna start during the daytime, and also in this case I don't know if it's gonna be split in daytime and nighttime. What about the rewards here? There are gonna be, as the last tournaments, 6 mysterious staples. The frogman, that I guess is some match or a bottom road, I don't know exactly what it is. Ballisto ground bait catapult, the cap, like all the tournaments, the new cap, Xeria slider, Xeria cup and hook, and Xeria sinker. So if the final give you as a reward the cup and hook on this stage, maybe this means that it's better to use cup and hook, that common hook, on this stage. But who knows? We have to train a little bit, guys. What about the inventory? Honestly, I don't think there is a setup that is better than the others. Obviously, what I recommend is to use the strongest setup that you can use because as we saw, you have to fight with really big catfish. So obviously, if you have a strong setup, you can fight them in the easiest way that you can. I'm not sure this English is going to be good, but I hope you got what I wanted to say. And in my case, for example, I am level 76. I'm gonna use the Mokonzi, the strongest one, 360 with the biggest impulsion that will allow to close all the drag to power the max drag and will help to get the fish faster than I can. So I'm gonna use for Mokonzi same setup, the 360. And if you have to reach a spot that you can't reach with Mokonzi 360, I recommend you this Mokonzi that is a bit longer than the other, so you can cast farther, yes, than the other setup. With this setup you can reach about 115 meters, and with the others about 90 meters. So it can help you to reach some spots in particular, maybe in Sander or in Amazonia as well. What about the hooks? I recommend you such an important hook, so starting from 4.0 and growing. I'm gonna use, I guess, in the first 3 qualifier rounds about 5.0 or 6.0 as in this case, and in the semi-final and final, if we're gonna qualify for it, I'm gonna try to use a bigger hook, maybe swapping with the cup and hook. For the baits, all the baits that are recommended for catfish, guys, here there are a few that I may recommend, like the large cut bait and huge cut bait that works pretty well in general for catfish. You can use the lever, the chicken lever, the large lever, any kind of shiner, so and minnow, shiner, large minnow, araco minnow, banded araco minnow, whatever you want, guys. Dead lambari, can admit. So here I have to read all the list that I made, but honestly, you can use really whatever you want. Recommended for catfish in general. And if you reach obviously level 80, I recommend the buffalo kidneys as multilabia as well. So guys, that's it. I hope that my English has been good enough to let you finish the video. And I please ask you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and to like the video. And in the description you're gonna find my Twitch channel as well. And as I said, I'm gonna stream the World Tournament on Twitch next week, so if you want to get notified when I'm gonna stream, just follow my Twitch channel as well, and you're gonna be notified about it. So guys, thank you everyone for watching the video. I promise I'm gonna practice a little bit on my English, but in this moment that's what I can do by myself. So guys, thank you again, and see you on the next videos and on my Twitch streaming too. I send you a big kiss, and have a nice day. Bye guys.